Oh, queer people. Nobody understands having demons like queer people do. You got demons? Anybody here who has used substances in order to cope with their life, we got demons. Trans people, queer people, we know all about it. And if you're friends with the community of Demon Mama, then you are also familiar with the Imps, a Florida lawmaker. They're just constantly out of pocket in Florida. Just constantly. Every weird thing, every weird bit of news that we get comes from Florida, it seems like. The fascist acceleration is headquartered in Florida. Would you have an OnlyFans? What I have is a safe for work fansly, but I don't post porn, like, to be clear. So Representative Webster Barnaby, apparently. Let's see what this doddering old person has to say.
I'm looking at society today, and it's like I'm watching an X-Men movie with people that, when you watch the X-Men movies for Marvel Comics, it's like we have mutants living among us on planet Earth.
So this could not be more on the nose. He's talking about trans people there. He's referring to trans people being like, we have mutants around. We have mutants among us. Clearly you didn't watch X-Men, because X-Men, you root for the mutants. Like, you're rooting, you want them, those are the protagonists of the films, the protagonists of the comics. Those are the good guys, and they're being persecuted for being who they are. And part of the message of the movies is that they shouldn't be being persecuted for who they are. He's literally Senator Kelly. He's literally. It started as a race allegory, but it's like very clearly been a queer, like, rallying thing. Like, people are like, yeah, Magneto is right. And then you have Magneto played by Sir Ian McKellen, who would absolutely be thinking of this role in terms of his identity as a gay man being persecuted. Yeah, would you like to join Senator Kelly from the X-Men in becoming a pile of goo, perhaps? I don't know. Let's see what else.
And, some people don't like that, but that's a fact. We have people that live among us today on planet Earth that are happy to display themselves as if they were mutants from another planet.
Self-expression is a bad thing. This just in, conservatives think that tattooing your body and dyeing your hair fun colors are, like, horrendous things that you should avoid doing. Like, how dare you be proud to express yourself?
This is the planet Earth, where God created men, male, and women, female.
If I keep repeating this objectively untrue thing over and over again, certainly that will change objective facts to suit my worldview.
I'm a proud Christian, conservative Republican.
I think that if you are that combination of things, you shouldn't be allowed to hold office. Like, I'm just gonna come out there and say it. I think that if you openly admit to being a Christian, you should really have a high degree of scrutiny on whether you're gonna be able to separate that from, because, like, Christians overwhelmingly impose their religion onto other people, and they like openly admit to making their legislative decisions based on their religious views, which is, like, very explicitly against the purpose of freedom of religion. Like, I should be able to be free to practice my morals and my religion, or lack thereof. But these Christians are just constantly trying to impose their mythological morality on other people. And it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. We really do need to disenfranchise evangelical Christians. They need to be less enfranchised. Just a little bit.
I'm not on the fence. Not on the fence.
That means not open to any alternative ideas.
There is so much darkness in our world today. So much evil in our world today. And so many people who are afraid to address the evil, the dysphoria, the dysfunction.
So you just called, like, a feeling that people have about their bodies, like, dysphoria is evil, apparently. Like, a feeling that people do not have any control over having is evil. All right. Sounds good.
I'm not afraid to address the dysphoria or the dysfunction. The Lord rebuke you, Satan, and all of your demons and all of your imps who come and parade before us. That's right. I called you demons and imps.
So just to be clear, he said the demons and imps that you parade before us, which means that he is talking about all of the constituents of his state who came in to testify against these increasingly restrictive bills, against these increasingly restrictive laws. Like children who came to this in order to speak for their rights. Children who absolutely should not be forced to go beg for their rights from psycho politicians who believe delusional things. Like, he just called children demons and imps. This is the party that claims to be pro-family and pro-children.
Come and parade before us and pretend that you are part of this world.
Like, literally, he's saying, like, you are not a part of this world. Like, I am going to so dehumanize you. I'm going to call you an alien and say that you are not part of our world. Like, he's just justifying terminating and killing and getting rid of all trans people. Like, the level of dehumanization that they're at. Do I need to, like, slaps the chart. That's what needs to be here. I should go to the Kinko's, or whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. I should go to the Xerox store and have them make me a nice poster of the 10 stages of genocide. And then I'm gonna put it over here. And then I'll be like, cause where is that? Oh, where is that? Dehumanization, stage 4. Those perceived as different are treated with no form of human rights or personal dignity, calling people cockroaches or calling people vermin.
So I'm saying my righteous indignation is stirred. I am sick and tired of this.
You're sick and tired of this. You're sick and tired. You're sick and tired of this? You're sick and tired of this. I can't say what I'm thinking because it'll be TOS.
I'm not going to put up with it. You can test me and try to take me on, but I promise you...
Oh, is that a promise? Is that a promise? I know some people will want to take you up on that. Careful what you wish for, bitch.
I'll win every time. Let's all vote up on this bill. Thank you.
Fuck around and find out, bitch. Fuck around and find out, dude. Keep on this. Keep on this. Keep on this and see what's going to happen. It's not going to be good for anybody. Whether you lose your job or whether you lose the ability to be in public without people constantly harassing you, like, you deserve it. Every bad thing that happens to you, you deserve it. And everything that you wish to happen upon us, I hope happens to you. Just literally an embodiment of the, are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? Yeah, I have no further commentary on this. Like, if there's, there might be things to respond to from chat, but I think I have run up against my TOS for the day. Happy April! Thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters, and especially I want to shout out Tiago Nascimento, Mersh Rolvog, Danielle McDonald, Amanda B, R. Halverson, Sarah A, Spooky Heather Sylvia, Michelle Winter, Athiette, Jamie Jam, Wellington Marcus, Elizabeth Bartell, Nova, Sojo, Suzanne Maynard, Mr. Atheist, and Kevin Young.